Hello and welcome to Traffic Ramblings. Today we're going to do just a little bit of a test. I've got a new microphone and I want to see how it works out. Hopefully it doesn't cause any issues with lip sync or audio. I'm going to turn my air conditioner down here and hopefully not blow y'all out. I mean, the blowers in this thing are just absolutely loud. You know, you would think a car would be a great place to record, at least record audio, but you know, you have so many things that generate noise. You know, you've got the car itself generates a lot of noise. You know, driving over the road, different road surfaces cause different issues. You get vibrations that can cause noises. You've got the AC that the blowers are really loud, especially coming out of the vents. Tire noise, engine noise. I'm sure on my last video y'all heard me getting on the gas because I could hear it, and I don't have great hearing anymore. It's years and years and years of listening to heavy metal music at full volume kind of, you know, just kill you. But hey, I like my music and I like it loud. What can I say? For a long time I rode around with a pair of 12s in the trunk of my car, and even when I had my Dodge pickup truck, I rode around with a pair of 12s pointed at my back. It was a 2001 Dodge Ram quad cab, and I had the speaker units right there behind me in the quads, in the back seats of the quad, pointed at me. So yeah, I'm not completely deaf. I'm not even really a little deaf. I've lost some hearing. But yeah, I used to have one of those thumping stereo systems. You know, when I got married and once my child was born, we kind of did away with that, and I've since sold my stereo system some time ago. But anyways, you know, yeah, I figure if I can hear it, y'all can hear it really well. But you know, that brings up, I guess that brings up my next topic. You know, modifying your stereo. You know, I hear all of the, you know, you go down the road and it's not so bad as it used to be. You know, you pull up next to a car with a thum, 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 thum. I don't hear that around here that much anymore. And it's kind of odd, because you all the time heard it. There's people running around thumping bass. You know, not that I'm one to talk, but you know, it was what it was. I started off with my '96 Regal Grand Sport, had a pair of JBL 10s. No, it was JL Audio 10s and a fairly small amp. But it was in the trunk of my Grand Sport, and I remember one day I was out somewhere and I just decided, well, let's see what this thing will do, and I put some corn in, and I watched the roof panels ripple on this car, and I'm like, okay, that's way too much stereo. Or rather, I think that now. You know, at the time I was just totally amazed by it. I loved it. And then I moved up. I got a pair of 12s, and I think I was driving my truck at the time. I had just gotten rid of that Grand Sport, and there was a mistake. Got rid of my Grand Sport, bought that Dodge Ram quad cab, up the speaker size in it, and then I couldn't really, because it was a lease truck, I couldn't put a lot of mileage on it, so I bought my parents' old Toyota Camry that I was talking about in the last video, and I put a stereo in it that was worth more than the car was. And that really got, you know, people really looked at me strange And here I am, you know, nerdy white boy playing this and that and all kinds of stuff, and mostly it was Korn, and I still, you know, even then I was still heavy into metal. I love my music. So I did that, and I put it in there, and then I moved everything to, once I got rid of my truck and bought my first Mazda 6, I transferred the speakers and everything over to it, but I couldn't put the stereo in it because guess what? It's $230 for the install kit for that car. I couldn't afford it, so I did something. I don't remember how I hooked it all up, but it was hooked directly up to the head unit, and I had to have an adapter, that a gain adapter of some sort up behind the glove box, and it never really worked right. Half the time the subs wouldn't go because it wasn't installed right. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, people spend an insane amount of money on stereos in cars nowadays. You know, I put this head unit that I've got, this Android head unit that I've got in my Fusion, which, I mean, it's plenty loud enough. It'll blow my eardrums out if I'm not careful. But I like to have a little bit of a good stereo in my cars, just because I am so much of an audiophile, and you know, up until recently, that was basically all I did in my car, was just drive and listen to music, and I wanted it to sound good. I still want it to sound good. You know, it's a shame that the radio stations around here absolutely suck. You either listen to country, rap, or gospel. There is almost nothing else that comes in that your radios will receive easily around here. Matter of fact, our country stations, you know, here in Birmingham, I can hear them all the way out to the state lines. That's how powerful they are. And yet, my local metal station, I can barely pick up sitting next to it. So, a little bit of rant about Birmingham radio there, sorry. Anyway, I'm about to turn in, get some food, and get back to the dealership so I can eat, and I'll see y'all later this afternoon. Y'all have a good day.